We're going to look at how to receive and assign internal requests. So say for instance your MD has sent you a request for deliverable. Again, remember that you have to go to the page for deliverables to see the internal and the external requests. Here is my page for deliverables where I can see the JCR external requests and the internal requests. Again, I can see those requests that have gone out to JCR from myself. And then I can see internal requests that have come to me for my actions. Here is a list of some internal requests for my action. I can also see the status of all the internal requests for my unit as well. I can see those that have been rejected, if any, and those that have been approved, if any. Right now, I have some for my action. One of them is a test request, which we'll use for this tutorial. You can either click on the line item or approve from here, because once you receive a request and you read it, you're familiar with the request, you understand the request, then you can accept it or reject it. If you want to receive more information or clarification, you would click on the line item. Then you go to the page for that item, for that entry, to see more information. Here you can either accept, you can reject, or you can revert. Reverting means you need more clarification. And if you choose to reject a request or revert, you must include a note to say why you are rejecting or reverting. If you want to ask a question for more clarification, you include the notes and revert, and then the entry goes back to the requester, who would explain further what they require. For every entry or for every request, note that there's a starting point and there's an end point, because every deliverable request has to go through a process. Between the starting point and the end point are different steps of the process. The different steps would include you accepting a request, you assigning the request or accepting the assignment of a request, you giving a DOD, giving a roadmap. It would include the unit head approving a DOD or a roadmap. It would include the clients approving a DOD, the clients approving a roadmap. It would include inputting the status of the deliverable. Where are you on the deliverable? What's the status? What's the progress report? And then if you're done with the deliverable and you want to signify that this deliverable has been submitted, has been delivered, you have the option of including the submission date when it was delivered, by email or however it was delivered. But for every deliverable that has been completed, an email has to be sent before coming to record it on JCBS. And in JCBS, you will include all the records of that email, the subject matter, the recipients of the email, and the dates of the email. Note that for every step of the process, there are instructions that will guide you on how to fill in the forms, to fill in the progress for the deliverables. It will tell you whether you are supposed to assign the deliverable. It will tell you whether you're supposed to approve anything. It will tell you whether you're supposed to include progress reports. For this deliverable request, it says, kindly review the deliverable request sent to you. You may wish to accept it, reject it, or revert to the clients for further clarification. In this case, I assume that I understand the request that has been sent to me, and I will accept it. The next step for this entry would be to assign the request to either myself or a unit member. Again, the instructions say, now that you have accepted this request, kindly assign it to yourself or to a resource in your unit. Within the page, you can also see other information, the entry ID, when this entry was first submitted, the date and the time, who is the initiator of this request, the status of the request. At this stage, you have accepted the client's request, but it's pending your inputs. And your input is to assign. So if you click on the assign button, you can see the different people you can assign this request to. You notice that these people are within your company. Once you have clicked on the name for assignment, you click on submit.